Hello guys, and welcome to the channel. So today I will be posing out BVS Batman, and there's the box the figure came with. I like that box. Don't have the Henry Cavill, but I am chasing him down so I can film my interpretation of the Justice League lineup. So coming down to Batman, I did film him before, but it was on the other camera, which wasn't too good in terms of quality. But I wanted to show him in some different types of weapons, because I didn't do that last time, and I quite like that effect. Now why I've got Lobo there is because Ben Affleck played Batman in the Justice League and Jason Momoa played Aquaman. And as you probably already know, Jason Momoa, is going to play this guy, Lobo, which is why I put him with Batman today. But I won't be changing out his pose, but I will be changing out Batman's, so stay tuned. So all I've done is change the angle around. He's still got the same weapon, like that face sculpt. I think the Nightmare face sculpt is closer, but this one's not too bad. And when I originally got this figure, I wanted the blue wash, as you can see, the blue wash on the bodysuit to be darker, but I've grown to like him. So let's move on to the next pose. So this is your next one, and I do apologise for my finger that you just saw. It's going to happen from time to time. I'm still a novice. But that's the trident now of Aquaman, and it's just an imaginary scenario in my head. Somehow Aquaman's dropped his weapon and Batman has picked it up to take the fight to the enemy. So Lobo is still the same. Might change him on the next one. I'll get the next weapon. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn the figure around, so I thought get that dynamic in, which is what I did on the other weapon with this dynamic of looking down sort of thing. Quite like it. Like the trident as well. But I do like that ancient axe that came off my Raven figure. And I will be doing some filming on the Spawn figures I've got. Got some interesting ideas. So let's go on to the next one. So this is not a bad one. Quite like that. With the Kalashnikov. Come around the front. Square on. Nice. And then we come over to the Lobo figure. I've changed him to a side-on view. Not going to do too much about this one today because it's all about Batman with the different weapons. I'll see if I can change around his position so it gives another dynamic to the figure. Yeah, that's a nice dynamic. I think I'll use those two poses for the rest of the weapons I've got. I didn't do it on the axe and the trident because I already made up my mind that I like those poses, but I do like the two different dynamics. Haven't changed the pose. Essentially all I've done is turned him around and moved his head round the other way, and it works. So let's go on to the next one. So here's your next one. Quite like that. Like the way that looks. And with all my Batmans, I've used all the weapons in the accessory pack. Not all of them you'll get to see on film, but I will show you all that with the other Batman figures, and they always look good. The Batman figures with weapons, especially sort of what I call heavy artillery. So let's change him around to that other dynamic, that other pose, see what that looks like. So that's the other one, quite like that. He looks okay with that weapon. I've used that weapon with my John Wick figure as well, and that looks good. But yeah. And when I finally finish filming, I'll probably select one of these poses. Could be any weapon, they all look good, and put them in my display upstairs in the bedroom. So we'll come on to the next one. So this is the next one, straight on, and there you go, the shotgun. I've posed my Robert Pattinson figure with this shotgun, and it looks really good. And I've got a pose that I'm going to get on camera again, because I did do it, where I've got Robert Pattinson holding the shotgun the wrong way round, like a baseball bat, as though he's fighting off Riddler's henchmen. But yeah, quite like that. Let's try him in the other direction. So that's the way he looks now. I like that look, the shotgun and Batman. That's a nice one. I might actually pose him this way. It's one of my favourite ones, with that weapon that he's got there. Yeah, man. And with the cloth cape that comes with this figure, I think you can get wide ones. Don't know if you can get sculpted ones, but yeah, the cloth capes, they come pretty unnatural. They don't seem to hang off the figure naturally. So you have to do a bit of teasing, and how I learned was I just dampen my fingertips and then run my hand down the cape until I get the crease, and it's worked quite well. But the moulded capes are my favourite on the Todd McFarlane figures, because I like the artistry of them. But any cape, moulded, cloth or wired, I can work with if the pose is good enough. So let's get the next one up. So this is the next one. Now with this weapon, never thought it would suit Batman, and on a couple of them it hasn't. This one, looking at it, it does. I don't know why, and that's the weapon I normally put with my Joker figure from Dark Knight Returns, which is the Tommy gun there, and I really do like that on him. Not every Batman figure suits this gun, but he does, and I really like it. I like the way the cape hangs naturally off the figure. I might change Lobo next, make things interesting, but I'll go back to the second pose that normally comes with this. So stay tuned. So guys, here's the other pose, and yes, that Tommy gun looks good, because you could imagine this having a 30s look. This Batman is very simple, and then obviously that gun is from the 30s, maybe earlier than that, but it's not a 30s Batman, as we know. but you could put that into your imagination. So let's go to Lobo. I've slightly changed him. Square on, drop the rifle slightly lower, but it's all about this guy. So we're going to come to the final pose before we wind it up. So this is the final one. Batman in the with the weapons he's known for, the batarangs. Quite like the way this looks, the way the cape looks, the way he's angling those batarangs. And when I got this figure, it did come with batarangs, but it also come with the grappling gun, and it's with my armoured Ben Affleck, and it looks pretty good, and I will be getting him up. So yeah, we'll change it to the second pose and wind this down. So this is the final one, and actually I am going to pose him this way upstairs. I've loved posing him with the weapons, I really have, and there's a few there that I really would like to do with this figure and then put that up in the display, but this is the way he's going to stay in traditional Batman mode with the batarangs. And I do fall in love with this figure more and more as I hold on to him, because he wasn't what I wanted. He wanted a darker wash on that blue, but it works, and he'll always look good posing weapons. But we won't forget Lobo, who's going to be played by Jason Momoa. That's his final pose. He's got one hand on the weapon and the other one by his side. And it's a nice little pose out with these two. I like them together. But I'll be looking in on Batman one more time because I want to get the best on film of his different angles. Okay, so I say thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed those poses with the weapons, and probably bring him back some point. But for now, I say thanks for watching. See you again next time.